we've made it to Western Arizona, and the reason we're here is for a VanLife Pride event. We're not the only skoolies here. There's a lot of dogs here, which has been interesting for my allergies. It's just a really great environment. We're out here in the middle of the Arizona desert. The views are beautiful, and it's been a really great experience for our first meetup. Jimmy and I really want to focus on being present and making connections while we're here, so we might not show off the experience in as much detail as we normally would, but we will show you around and take you along with us.
So the camp is divided into two sections. One, the night owls, and two, the day jays. And the night owls are closer to the communal fire pit, and the day jays are far away from all that noise, so that if anyone wants to go to bed earlier, they can. And so it's been a pretty even spread. I first thought most people would choose the night owl section. That's where we parked. There's a good number of vans in the day jay section.
Of course, all the skoolies are in the night owl section though. No surprises there.
Hey, buddy.
Hey. This is Abby and I. We started VanLife Pride. People are telling us that they have found this far and wide. It means everything to us. So thank you so much for being a part of this. It really means a lot. We've been able to, we've actually not ever been to a gathering outside of this. And so being able to do it with our community means more than anything to us. So everybody please eat. This is a vegan potluck. Does anyone have anything else that they want to say before we start eating dinner? Hey, Jessica has something to say. We just had a proposal at the very first gay pride gathering. Yes.
This is the final day of the VanLife Pride event, and we have just had the best time. We've met so many wonderful people. And those of you who have been following us for a while know that we really respect Ride and Seek, and we're very proud of them for what they've done here. This has been just such a successful meetup with so many awesome people, and we're grateful to them for bringing us together. So if you haven't yet, you gotta check out their channel. They're really great. We're very sad to leave, but we'll see these people again very soon.
So we were really sad to leave the VanLife Pride meetup. We just made so many good friends there, and so many that are even staying behind for Skoolie Palooza. So I think we will be able to meet up with them in the future. But for the rest of today at least, I know we are really close to the Kofa Wildlife Refuge, and that means we are really close to Palm Canyon. We're just gonna try to find the path for that, and we'll be able to check out some Arizona palm trees.
Originally, our plan was to drive all the way to the trailhead at the end of the road, but we were on our way and we came across this awesome campsite. So we decided to stop a little early, and it's such a nice day, we're just gonna walk a little bit extra to get to the trailhead.
So how far away do you think those cars are over there?
I think we parked a lot further away than we meant to. Wow, Jimmy, look at that one. That is the most iconic Saguaro cactus we've seen yet. These things are like magnificent. I've been freaking out about them ever since we got to Arizona and we started seeing them everywhere. I've always wanted to see one because these are like the stereotypical cartoon cacti that you see in all the Wild West movies and in like comics and stuff like that. It's really surreal being here in person. Apparently they get to be like 12 meters tall. A lot of these are 100 and 200 years old even. It's crazy because it takes them like, how long does it take them to grow the first inch, Jimmy? What'd you say?
I think like 10 years or something.
Yeah, it takes them like 10 years to grow an inch off the ground, and then it takes them like 70 or 80 years to start growing their first arms. It's awesome. This is huge. Whenever you see one like this size with this many arms, it's at least like 150, maybe even 200 years old.
This is just like something you would see in one of Bob Ross's videos. It really makes me want to pick up painting because this is like, it's so detailed and textured. I don't think I'd be able to do it justice, but I'd like to try. Supposed to keep your eye out for the desert bighorn sheep here, right? It looks like they're one of the sheep that fight each other for, I don't know, for dominance, I guess? I don't know. What do sheep do? So it says here males will grow to be 160 to 200 pounds. So I could probably take one, right? It's probably about within my weight class.
I think our best bet is probably just to kind of stay out of their way.
You just like, you buckle down, you plant your feet, and you just like hit them head on. That's how you gain respect in the sheep culture.
No animal is better known for its territorial battles than the bighorn sheep.
And Jimmy.
There's some really cool like raven type birds out here, and they were like cawing, but they're too far away to really catch on camera, so I was just waving at them. And I didn't really think anything about it until Jimmy asked me, "Natalie, did you just wave at those birds?" I'm just trying to be polite.
Once you get further up the mountain and in between the two mountain walls, it's really fun because you start to play Saguaro I Spy, because they're still up here, they still grow, but sometimes you can find them really far up the mountains. Like over here, that one has got its own little shelf. Way over here, there's a couple, this little family of them up there. And there's one right there too.
That's just a Natalie, I think.
Oh yeah, I think it's your green jacket.
Oh. So we're here to see something, and I don't think Jimmy's spotted it yet. So Jimmy, you gotta turn around and look up over there.
Is it a bighorn sheep?
Oh, now you're gonna be disappointed.
No, it's not. All right. What am I looking at?
It's up. And
oh, that is so cool.
yeah.
Oh, that's so much higher up than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, geez. All right, I thought we were actually gonna be able to like get to them. Maybe we still can, I don't know.
Might be a little tricky.
That is so weird to see a saguaro and a palm tree right next to each other. All right, we gotta get closer. And what makes these palm trees so special is that these are the only major California palm trees in Arizona. And this is the native habitat for the trees. There's only about 100 palm trees in this mountain area. And from here you can see probably about 25 of them. The brochure that we saw said that if you climb up the really steep grade right there, you might be able to see some of the smaller ones and be able to see most of the trees from up there. I know I mention this every single week, but I'm really glad it's winter time and there are no rattlesnakes out here. I feel like we've been off-roading so much. We're just stomping all around where rattlesnakes would be. So I'm really thankful for the cold weather right now. And we're gonna be well out of Arizona when the heat hits. Everything's so sharp and pointy.
It's the desert, where the cactuses are.
The desert needs to be nicer to me.
Did you find a friend?
Yeah, I made a little friend up here.
Aw.
As free human beings, we can use our unique intelligence to try to understand ourselves and our world. But if we are prevented from using our creative potential, we are deprived of one of the basic characteristics of a human being.
This is pretty steep. I wonder how those sheep get around up here.
So there's Natalie, and there's the palm trees way up there. That's so cute. It's a little baby palm tree. Oh wait, that's just Natalie again.
Do you think we can get up there?
If we just channel our inner bighorn sheep, I think we can make it.
I feel like those sheep would probably just go around, right?
Yeah, that's not how we do it. You know what, should probably just leave the backpack here, huh?
Yeah, I wish we had a crash pad or something.
What do palm tree seeds look like? Because it's either a lot of palm tree seeds or sheep poop up here.
Either way, you should probably leave it alone. Now it's up to me to figure out how to get up there while holding the camera.
God, you were so far down there. I don't know if my foot's gonna help at all, but like, you can try to grab onto it if you need to. I just want to help you.
I'm doing really good, Jimmy. Don't worry.
You're a natural born sheep.
I don't think sheep do anything remotely like this.
I think they do, right? That's what sheep do.
Wow.
Cool.
That was super fun.
And I think that's the worst of it. Yeah. We'll see. Don't fall.
I can see some of the palms peeking out just a little bit through the canyon walls, so we're definitely not getting farther away. Is this the end of the traversable trail?
I know I've said this before, but I think we can make it.
I did not realize this was going to be a rock climbing video.
I know. These are so smooth.
Well, that's not good. Should I give you a boost?
I mean, yeah. But if you give me a boost, then who gives you a boost?
I don't know.
Ready?
Yep. Okay, you're doing great.
I guess I'll make my way out. Alright, and then if you can lower me down like that too.
Okay.
I know it's only like 2 feet, but like, I don't want to slip and like smash my jaw into the rock. What if I like crab walk up it? You think that would help?
I think there's a reason that rock climbers don't do that.
What do you mean? Gosh, we're so close.
I know. I feel like if I just got a running start, I could just shoot up here.
Like, do you want to try and try to boost you up? I'm right behind you.
Oh man.
Oh wow, you're doing it.
Holy crap.
Wow.
I'm not gonna look down.
Yeah, don't look down.
Whoa.
Oh, I don't know how you're getting down.
Tiny hands and feet for the win.
Yeah. I guess I'm gonna try to make it up there now. Oh my gosh. Alright, so I had to carry the camera up there, so you didn't get to see it. But that was pretty bad. So I boosted Natalie up the first time. So when she got up here, there was no one to boost me up. So I had to scramble up the first 3 feet or so before the foothold started to pop out of the rocks. Oh my gosh.
That's tiring.
It is. I legit don't know how we're gonna get down there. That's a problem for future us.
I hope we can find a good way to make it back down. If not, dispersed camping is allowed, so we have overnight to figure it out.
Very scary. Oh my gosh, okay. Yeah, I think it ends right there. There's no way we're doing that. And
Really?
I actually mean that. So Natalie made a good point of when it rains, the same water that feeds the palm trees up on that cliff, it all trickles down here and runs on all these rocks we've been climbing on. And that's probably why they're so smooth and so hard to climb on. Smooth or not, it is straight vertical right above Natalie. So I think this is actually where this path ends.
I feel like whenever we do stuff like this, Jimmy's like the really ambitious one. And then I'm always the one who's like, I'm proud of us, we did our best. This is actually really fun. It's super rewarding making it up these big boulders. You good, Jimmy?
Oh, that was rough.
You did it.
Oh.
Now you can catch me, I'll just jump.
I feel a lot better about you going second, because that was pretty rough. Jump into my arms.
Thank you. I did it.
You did it. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't jealous of that you got to go second. I made it. I've also never been so happy to be on solid ground before.
I can see the palms just a little bit. To be honest, I can see them better from right here than we could the entire time we were climbing up to them.
I definitely agree. I think that trail was definitely more about the journey than it was the destination. Because we saw about one palm tree going up that way. Wow, we can see most of them from the vista down here. So can you believe we went all the way up in there?
Yeah, I'm pretty tired, so I can believe it. That was quite a hike. So this is a really nice campsite, but I think we're still gonna move anyways, and that's because we want to get closer to a different trailhead for a pretty strenuous hike that we're wanting to start tomorrow morning. We stopped along the drive because Jimmy noticed a park ranger's car, and I'm manning the steering wheel. He's gonna go check and make sure that we know where we're going so that we don't drive 5 miles down a dirt road in the wrong direction.
So I just talked to one of the nicest campground hosts, and she explained that the trailhead we want to go on is down that road. There are issues with low clearance vehicles, so we're just definitely going to take it slow, and we're just going to pull over at like the first campsite where we feel too uncomfortable to continue, because anything we don't drive today, we'll just walk tomorrow, and it might make the hike a little bit longer, but I mean, we're hiking anyway, so I think we'll be okay with it.
The road got bad pretty fast. We're still like 8 miles away from the trailhead. The road does not look good for our bus. We love our bus. It honestly gets us to so many places, but I'm looking at this road and there's no way it's safe for our bus to go on here. This is where one tire is supposed to go. And this is where the other one is supposed to go. So long story short, I don't think it's happening. Ready for our extra long hike?
So we've been walking for about an hour now, and it's now 12:30, so it's time for lunch. We usually take like at least 30 minutes for our lunches, and we usually like watch TV with it, and it's like this whole fun thing. But since it's already 12:30 and we still have like probably 5-6 more miles to go one way, we probably have to kind of hurry it up and get back on the trail. So I hope Natalie will be okay with that. That was probably a world record for us. We finished lunch in about 20 minutes. But it was a good break, and we gotta get our energy because we've got a long way to go. So we looked it up on Google Maps, and from where we are on the trail right now, I think we've got about 2.5 miles until this road ends, and then I think there's another walking path that'll be another 1.5 miles to the base of the mountain, which is kind of our first goal of today. We had big dreams of like actually summiting the mountain today and going up to Signal Peak, but we didn't start as early as we thought we were going to, so I don't know if we'll have time for that today.
Those guys are cheating. I am feeling it already. I say already, but we've gone like 5 miles, right? I hope.
This is the first little bit of shade that we've gotten in the past 5 miles, so I think we might try to take advantage of it and take a little break here. I think it's cool that we've walked this far and we're actually at the base of the mountain. We're still like nowhere near where the trailhead's supposed to be. I think we might still have like 1.5 miles to that point. But honestly, like, I'm pretty proud that we made it this far.
I feel like whenever we are explaining to you guys how far we have to walk or how far we have walked already, I'm not sure how consistent these numbers are, and that's mostly because we're not really sure exactly how far anything is. If we don't go up to the peak, then our best estimate is probably like 10 to 12 miles total for the day. It's quite a stretch for us. We don't do this very often, but it's very fun and rewarding, and I am already proud of us for what we've done. If we can just, you know, make it back using our own feet and not getting like airlifted out of here, I will be very proud of what we've done.
I don't know how I found myself in this position, but it's actually really comfortable.
love all the little cactuses, cacti, because there's the little gremlin ones that I accidentally walked into earlier, and they actually really hurt. That's kind of rough. I learned that lesson, and the saguaros are like unlike anything I've ever seen.
Hey.
What are you trying to record?
Oh, just the whole weekend, I guess. So we just met a really nice couple that was driving by, and they came from the Skull Rock, which is kind of the end of the path that we're walking towards. And they saw the microphone on our camera, and I think they just assumed that we were out here filming birds and trying to capture their songs on camera.
Well, we just recorded the Crystal Thrasher, so we're thrilled.
And so they launched into a big explanation of all the birds that are out here, and they showed us pictures that they were taking because they had a big telescopic lens with them.
You want to see a picture? They're very unique.
Very
looking.
distinctive.
Sure, yeah. So it was a really interesting conversation, but we were not out here for the birds, but I think now we got to start watching for them.
This is supposed to be a really good place for bird watching. We just don't know what to look for. Jimmy and I were just talking about the birds, and we were trying to remember what the couple had said to look out for, and Jimmy just Jimmy just called it the crest white strip, which is not a bird.
How close am I though? That's got to be really close to what he said.
That kind of sounds like a bird's name. You're onto something.
If we discover a new bird out here, that's the new name.
This looks so creepy. What the heck, dude? This is so freaky looking. Like, it looks like melted black wax. So we made it to Skull Rock. The whole way up here, we weren't really sure what it was gonna look like. And so we were saying to each other, like, I know it's just gonna look like kind of like a face, but it sounds cooler to call it Skull Rock than Smiley Face Rock. But now that we're here looking at it, it looks pretty hardcore. I think it deserves the name Skull Rock.
I've never walked so far to see one rock in my life. I think we ended up going like 6.5 miles. Natalie was really disappointed, but I don't think we'll be able to make it up to Signal Peak. It is like nearing 3:30, and it took us about 3 hours to get up here. And with sunset and how cold it drops off, we don't want to get lost out here. So I think we'll have to head back like in the next 30 minutes or so. Like if we had like an hour more time, I think we really could have done it, but.
Or some e-bikes.
Yeah, or some e-bikes. One can dream.
This is still cool though.
It actually looks like a skull. I really like it because the nose piece right there, like where the eyes connect, I think it's actually hollow. So if you get to the side, you can actually see through the eyes, and it's really spooky. So the Skull Rock is pretty cool by itself, but right behind it, there's like this lonesome spire, and I think there's actually a small little cave that you can go into at the base of it. So Natalie and I are gonna try and find our way up the hill and see if we can find the little cave. That's our destination.
It's a crest white strip.
Honestly, these small caves on the back of Skull Rock are pretty cool. Gosh, now that goes all the way in there.
Really?
I feel like we're gonna pick up tent camping one of these days.
It's freaky how top heavy this thing looks. It kind of just seems like if the wind blew hard enough, it could all topple over.
You gotta come look at this.
Wow.
Hey, Nat.
Hey.
It comes over here too, you gotta climb over.
All right, my legs are already so worn out. I'm not gonna hit my head if I pop up, right?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, good. Okay.
You're not that tall.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh my gosh. It's like a hug from the canyon.
This would be a really cool place to stay.
Yes. I'd be a little scared to sleep up here though. But we're still looking out for those sheep. They're out here, I know it. I'm just scared to stand up. I feel like I'm gonna smash my head on this thing.
Where you're standing right now, you are.
Yeah.
You just gotta step out a little bit.
True. This hat is disorienting. See, I didn't know it was there.
I feel like this is like the most prime location to look for sheep. We're still keeping our eyes peeled for the bighorn sheep. We've still not seen a single one, and I think that's because they mainly come out in the morning, and Natalie and I are pretty late to rise in the past week, so we haven't got to see any. But we are still looking. I think this is where we're going to end it. We have about a 3.5-hour hike back to the bus. So I just want to say thanks for watching and coming along, and we'll be seeing you next week.
Bye. I can see the bus in the distance. Finally. We're back.
We'll never leave you again.